Check, check, 1, 2, check, mic check, 1, 2, check, 1, 2.
Good afternoon, everybody. Thank you so much for coming. It is a dire time for the city of Mebane, and as you well know, the last 48, 60 hours has been a very devastating time for the city of Mebane and its citizens. From our Lake Michael overflowing, fortunately we had the coffer down to stop that, with flooding in the city, had a couple casualties in Alamance County. This has been a devastating storm. We were fortunate to have the governor yesterday to visit, and we were very excited to see him. He got a lot of requests for money to help us in our relief efforts, and I was very excited at the head of the EMC was there. I think that's what it's called, and he was here, and it was very well received, and we're looking forward to the state helping us out in a lot of the overcoming this disaster. For the reason we're here today is the Code 5, or the Level 5 water restriction that we had to go to because of lack of water that from our water plant. And I'm going to ask our city manager, Richard White, to come up and talk about the dynamics of it and why we're here today because of that.
Thank you, Mayor Hooks. We're facing an unprecedented challenge here due to flooding caused by the tropical storm Chantal, which caused flooding at the Grand Mebane water treatment plant. The water treatment plant remains under repair, and the city currently has about less than 2 days of drinking water at our current usage rate. Earlier today, the City of Mebane implemented the Water Shortage Response Plan, which City Council adopted in 2019. As the Mayor mentioned, we're at Stage 5, which is the highest level in the plan, and it calls for mandatory restrictions to protect the health and safety of our residents here in Mebane. Immediately, all industries, businesses, offices, and non-residential units were asked to cease operations except for grocery stores, healthcare facilities, and drugstores. Residents and businesses are required to limit their water use strictly to drinking purposes when bottled water is not available, limited restroom usage excluding showers, and required medical usage. These categories are all that we're allowing at this point, but we'll evaluate the potential changes on a daily basis. We're urging everyone to use bottled water or alternative sources whenever possible. City personnel and local law enforcement are enforcing the Water Shortage Response Plan to ensure compliance with these restrictions. We also want to note that we still remain under state of emergency with Alamance County, Orange County, here in the City of Mebane. We ask for full cooperation to help us manage this emergency and to protect our community. We're currently actively receiving water at our Mebane Community Center at Fire Station 2. We're also working to identify distribution sites throughout the city, and we're also taking donations for water supplies as well. We want to make sure that we ensure that our residents have safe water to drink. We'll keep our updates on distribution centers and other resources as they become available. For all residents and businesses, we encourage them to sign up for the city's notification system, CodeRED, and they can find information on our city's website. We'd also like to ask any residents here in Mebane who have damage, they can report that to our EOC, and that number is 919-304-9235. We understand the difficulty of the situation, and we're committed to resolving it quickly. We know that the folks at the water treatment plant are working hourly throughout the day, throughout the night to get our plant restored. So we hope this won't be a long duration, but we have an estimate of when that completion will take place. We want to thank everyone for their understanding, cooperation, and resilience during this challenging time. And together we know that as we navigate this emergency situation, we do plan to come out of this as a strong community. I'm going to turn it over now to Franz Holtz, our city engineer, to talk about our Lake Michael Spillway project that's underway as well.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Aaron. As all are aware, our coffer dam, which protects the work that's ongoing on the spillway at Lake Michael, crested Sunday evening, early into Monday morning. Since then, the water levels dropped about 3 feet with the efforts of field construction, with 5 pumps running, the intake tower drain being opened, and a fire truck assisting with those efforts. The key is to get that level down to protect against any upcoming rain and to get it back to where we can do full repair on the coffer dam and continue on with the spillway project. Chief Wellens has asked for additional pumps from the State Emergency Management Office. We hope to hear back from them soon on that. We do expect 2 additional pumps that Phil has coming in tomorrow. The efforts are needed to try to, again, drop the level of the lake. We were dropping it about 1 foot a day. We would like to get that to about 2 feet a day. Ultimately, we need to get it below the coffer dam so a full repair can be made, and then down to the levels 10 feet or more before the storm hit. Thank you.
I just wanted to add, as mayor of the city, I've just been tremendously proud of the staff, all departments, and the city council has been very responsive to the citizens of Mebane, and we've asked that the citizens be patient and understanding and compliant to our ask that we conserve water. Our staff has worked tirelessly, during the storm, 24 hours, particularly out at the Lake Michael. And I just want to compliment them and appreciate everything they've done, because they've done a great job, and very proud of them. And we're going to come out of this thing quickly, hopefully, and we're very proud of everything that's been done. So I'm going to turn it over to Kelly.
All right, thank you all for joining us. We're going to open it up for a few questions, but we ask that you please be respectful of one another when asking these questions. So the floor is yours.
Do we know the extent of the damage at the water plant?
I'm Kyle Smith, Public Utilities Director for City of Mebane. We are in a partnership with the City of Graham for the water treatment plant. The pump building and controls were flooded out. They had about 6 feet of water in the building, so it basically shut down all pumping capabilities into the plant to treat water and also into the distribution system.
And just to confirm, this is the treatment plant that's over on Gilbreth Street, or is that a different location?
That's a different location. This is the Graham Mebane Water Treatment Plant on Highway 70.
So how long are we expecting this to last?
We don't know yet. We are working 24 hours a day to get this plant repaired. We are starting to produce water at a minimal capacity right now. So we are making a little headway, but that's why we're still asking for water conservation.
Anticipating days or weeks?
Days, hopefully.
Friday?
But no, I can't say that.
How many levels, how many feet will approximately the lake have to drop to really start making headway in terms of trying to recover and reconstruct the power plant?
I'm sorry, I don't understand the question.
Sorry, talking about the levels of the lake have dropped several feet. They said it will have.
Are you speaking of the spillway?
Yes.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yeah, it's not connected to the water, so sorry.
So the coffer dam is about 6 feet high, and we need the lake level to be 6 feet lower than the coffer dam to make the full clay repair on the coffer dam.
How are you guys enforcing the restrictions, and what are the penalties for businesses and or residents that don't abide by them?
The water shortage plan calls for a local law enforcement to enforce the plan. So our police staff have been going around to businesses, and it does allow for a fine for those who are in violation of the plan.
How much is that fine?
It's currently $100. It's in the plan.
Is there any possibility to have exceptions made if we bring in our own water source with our like trailer restrooms? Could that be considered to open up
At this point, it's too early to say. We're really in a very difficult situation with the water supply, so we really need to
We
stop
wouldn't be
usage.
bringing our own water in.
I understand what you're saying, and we're going to evaluate this daily, and as we're able to, we'll begin to make adjustments. But at this point, we need to provide to make sure we are protecting our water supply. We'll have 2 days left, but we will evaluate this daily and look for possibilities for some changes to the plan.
Are you still getting help from the Orange Alamance water treatment plant?
Yes, we are still receiving water from Orange Alamance.
Is it just not enough?
It can only supply a part of our system. It cannot supply the whole system.
There was a question about.
I'm so sorry. That's it. That's all the time we have for questions today. We appreciate you all coming out, and thank you. Any other information updates will be posted on the City of Mebane website. There will be CodeRED alerts, and it will be on the City of Mebane social media websites. Also, you can feel free to call in, and somebody will be available to help you if you have any other questions. Thank you.